Hey ladies, this is Linda, chic 777, and today I'm coming at you with just a quick video share of some of the things I've been working on over this last weekend. And, I needed to make some flowers and some butterflies for an album I'm making for a friend. And then I decided I liked the flowers, so I wanted to make just a couple more to give in a gift package to another gal. And then I liked them so well, I just kept going. I got on a roll. I decided to just make some extras for me. So whenever I needed a cute vintage shabby chic flower or butterfly, I could just grab it and have it ready. So any of these flowers or butterflies, ladies, I'll kind of go over them a little with you. But if you want to see an actual tutorial on them, just leave a comment below and I will surely be glad to do that for you. Now, don't worry, ladies. Those of you that have requested a tutorial on how to make the clay charms, how to do the molds and the clay charms, I will be coming out with that in about the next week or 2 weeks at most. So be watching for that. So let me get my sign out of the way and we'll get started and I'll show you what I've done. So most of these flowers and stuff I just wanted to do more in creams and stuff, but I did make a few colors. So these two, let me bring this one up. I made all of these with just a needle and thread by hand and, just layers of lace and things like that. Now these bottom two layers, all I did was just a running stitch, and then pulled it, gathered it into a circle, glue it on some cardstock, double layer those. And then this little flower center, ladies, I just love this center. I've put it on quite a few flowers, and then I decided I liked it so well I just made some by itself because I thought it would be pretty amongst just like, I Am Roses or Wild Orchid Craft Roses. So these are so easy to make, ladies. The ribbon it's done for you. Basically, just got to know how to glue it. So if you want to see a quick tutorial on that, like I said, leave a comment below and I'll just kind of do an all-in-one video of the butterflies and some of these flower centers. But anyway, there's that one. And then this one is the same thing, but for the center here, I use some, this is flower trim, and I just cut the flowers apart and hot glued that to the center. So there's that. These next ones I really like. I made like 3 of those. 3 of these, I guess I should say. I just thought they were so pretty. I love the lace. I got this in a big bag of lace from Goodwill. There was a lot there. I think I paid like $3 for a bunch of different laces, and I think there was about 4 or 5 yards of this lace. You can see it better here. It's just really pretty, real dainty looking. And then on top of that, I took some, here it is, you can see it, some tulle. I just cut it into a circle and hot glued it in the center, and then added this ribbon flower in the center of that. So I made a few of those because these can go on anything. And I just think they just look so shabby chic. All the flowers I've done just look real vintage or shabby chic. And then these next ones, I made a couple of these. I love it. This is kind of a cream and white mixture. And again, it's just the layering. It's just the layering of the laces. But I got a little bit lazy with these. And so what I did is use this lace trim here. And then this is like the crinkly ribbon like this. And then I used an eyelet lace on top of that. And I did all 3 at once. I just took all 3 and sewed them together and did the running stitch through all 3 layers. And then hot glued it to a cardstock circle. And then added one of those real pretty ribbon flower centers. I just think those are really, and I love the look of the cream and the white together. I think that's really pretty. And these are the trim ribbon flower centers by themselves. See, I think they're just real pretty and elegant. And it's so easy, ladies. And I just think they look so full. I mean, it's like a carnation or something. Just really full. I just love that effect of them. And there's 2 ways. This one you can see is a little more closed. It depends on how you turn the ribbon on this. It's a little more closed if you turn it one direction, and as you can see here, it's a little bit more open as you turn it the other direction. See how more splayed out this one is versus this one is more closed together. But either way, love those. And then this one, I made 2 of these. Get on camera view here. Made 2 of these, love them, as you can see here. Now what I did is, of course, the back is lace. Okay, and this I just picked up at Goodwill. It was this real pretty, about a yard of shimmery fabric with this embroidered flowers on it. this real pretty embroidered flower trim on it. And so I took that, cut it into strips, and then did a running stitch and gathered it. So I just thought that just gave it just a soft, romantic touch. And then this is sheer ribbon that I twisted and rolled into a flower center. You can kind of see the side view of it. I just love that. I love how shimmery it looks. I love how romantic it looks. You guys know I'm all about the romance. These next flowers, I made several of these. These are just some real pretty laces, of course. Just this real pretty lace I picked up at Goodwill. This is one I got on a bolt, ladies, for $4.99. It's in one of my real early haul videos. I mean, that bolt was huge. I bet there was 50 to 100 yards on that bolt of this lace for $4.99. Anyway, and then just added some black lace trim on top of that. And then these centers that I made, some of them I crackle accent, some of them I did just glossy accents. I just stamped on them and then did the crackle or the glossy accents over the top. And what these are, ladies, what I love, because they're really thin. I'll turn it to the side so you can see how thin they are. These were just a bag that I found in the wood section at Michael's, and they're a bag of these just round wooden letters. They're about the size of probably a quarter. And I liked how thin they were, because I thought, you know, I could do something with those, because, you know, I'd seen them in the bag that some of them were plain on, you know, obviously they're letter on one side, plain on the other. So I like to use them, stamp on them like this. This is stamped, and then this is glimmer misted, and then I use glossy accents on this. And I just like how thin they are, very lightweight. They're almost light like balsa wood. And I just think they are just the perfect size for little flower centers. So that is an idea. If you want to find these, about 50 of them for like $1.99 at Michael's. Okay, so made a few of those. And then this last, nope, I have 2 more flowers left. This one is just, I love how vintagey it looks. I had to make something with brown, ladies. So again, I used that one lace. And then this lace is from a trim that I got from Saw Crafters. It was this lace on it, and then it had velvet trim through the center with little brown rosette flowers and beads to the top of that. So I just basically cut a chunk off and took it apart so that I could have this tulle and this lace. So I think that looks really pretty. And then again, a flower center I stamped on and did, or the wooden center for the flower center, I stamped on and did like a crackle accents on it. So I think that looks real pretty and vintagey. And then this last one is kind of fun. I wanted to do something with a French script. So what I did is I had 2-inch wide sheer lace, and I took French script stamp and I just stamped on it, and I knew that it would bleed a little bit and that the words would like fade, and it did, but I kind of like the effect. You can see it here. Let me pull it apart a little bit and bring it up. That's a French script, and then you can kind of see how it like ran a little bit and then it bled a little bit, but like I said, I like the overall effect of it. So then what I did is just did a running stitch and gathered it, and I did a lot of it so that it would be really crinkly looking. And then added some lace on top, and then another one of those fun wooden centers as a button. So that I just thought made a really unique looking flower. And I love the shimmer of that sheer ribbon. And then, ladies, on to some butterflies that I made. There's this butterfly here. They all look real vintagey. This is that rosette trim like that I cut apart, like the flower center for here. I cut 4 separately apart and then used that to make the butterfly base, and then just onto, you know, a little punched piece of cardstock so you can see the 4 flowers here. Create my base, and then I just did added a little bit of feather on top of that, and then some real cute little gem trim, I Am Rose's flower, and then some pearl trim for the antennas. So I think that's real pretty. Just love how vintage they are. I like those so much. Look, ladies, I made like 3 of them, I think. Yep, I made 3 of those. Don't they look all pretty in like a group setting? I know, I love it. And then, let's see. Oh, made some butterflies like this. Now, this is a little bit kind of fatter looking butterfly, but I do like it. Here's a little bit skinnier one. This, again, is another trim I got from Saw Crafters. It had, let me turn it over here. It was this pleated trim that came in a row, and then it had flowers on top. Now for this butterfly, I used the pleated part of the trim, and on another butterfly, I'll show you where I used the flower part of the pleated trim. So basically, I cut that trim apart and used it for 2 different butterflies. So that was really pretty. And then again, just added some feather. This is some flower stamen I used for the antenna. I thought that was pretty. And then, you know, just some half-back pearls and I Am Rose's little pink flowers. So I think this is cute. It doesn't have much shape. It really needed to be kind of, you know, in more and give it a little more shape like this one. But I love because it just looks like a little fat, well-fed butterfly. Okay, so there's those. And then these ones, real easy. You might notice this is also a flower trim I cut apart. I made quite a few of those. You see, you can see the flower trim. You can buy it at Joann's, and I just cut apart the little flowers. Added a little bit of tulle, and then some gems, some pearl trim for the antennas, and then I added a little stick pin in these. I thought was kind of pretty. Now this one I learned from, Creative Kelly from Cali. I think that's what it is. I'm so sorry. I think I got the thing right. Anyway, I subscribe to her channel. I love it. But Kelly, she does a lot of videos. She learned it from another gal, and then she showed a video on it, and then I watched her video, and then I learned from her. So she, of course, used different things, but this is what I came up with using this trim. But, you know, we all add a little spin of our own onto it. So these are the ones I made for those. I actually made quite a few of these. I made like 4 of them because I need a couple of them for an album that I'm doing. So there's that, 4 of those. And then this is the other butterfly I was talking about. Now what I did is I used lace from one of the flowers, like this one. I used this lace and cut it up and then gathered it and made like little pointy, you know, butterfly shape. And I did double layer of the lace. So real pretty. And the top of this is the top of the flower trim to these butterflies. So it had this pleated trim with these little flowers all through the pleated trim. So that's what I cut apart. So that's what I was talking about. But I thought it made just a real pretty little soft touch using the flower as part of the decoration on the butterfly. And then added some gems again, and then some flat back pearls, and then some little I Am Rose's flowers, and again used stamen for the antennas. So made a couple of those. I just think those are so pretty and soft. See, made a couple of those. So that's fun. And then this last one, ladies, now it was an idea I had kind of similar to this flower. I wanted to try something like this on the butterfly, and when I first did it, and as I started making it, I kind of didn't like it at first. And then when I got done with it, still didn't really like it, but I kept looking at it and it grew on me. So here's what I came up with. I know you're probably not liking it right at first. Okay. Okay, but look at it. Okay, now shut your eyes. Okay, now open your eyes and look at it again. Now you're kind of liking it, aren't you? Kind of liking the effect. Now think Parisian. Maybe a little bit of Eiffel Tower coming in. Some real pretty French ladies. Maybe a French poodle. Okay, I know that was bad. But you get the gist. Just think Parisian and look at it and kind of think shabby chic at the same time. And after about maybe 5 more seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you love it, don't you? Just like me, you love it. You absolutely love it. I know, now we're twinsies. These are a real just fun butterfly. I do like how they kind of came out Parisian looking, and I used kind of a base trim with this floral on the bottom, and then did kind of the crinkly stamped sheer ribbon on top, added some feather trim, some flat back pearls, little bitty I Am Roses, And I also added, just for a little bit of decoration, some pearl trim, but that's not the stamen. That just comes out decoration, so it's not really the antenna. The stamen here is the antenna once again. I like this, using those flower stamens as antennas, because they're nice and kind of stiff looking. But anyway, see, you kind of like them, huh? They grow on you, maybe? I just think they're real cute, real Parisian looking. But anyway, ladies, that's kind of what I did over the weekend. Just got real addicted to making flowers and butterflies. But, you know, like I said, if you want a tutorial on any of these, just let me know down below, and I'll get that out as soon as I can. But thanks for sharing your time with me, ladies, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye!